The help pages contain some general messages for things that might be wrong, but also access into other pages that can be helpful. The problem activity one we don't use very much. It might be helpful more in a more formal setting, if someone's to do an activity and what type of activity is it that you're doing, and then these are lists, but we don't use it all that often, if I'm honest, so I can't really comment on the effectiveness of it. The zones page is based on the zones of regulation, although obviously I have tweaked it and I've added an orange one in there. Now zones are kind of based on your energy levels. So if you're in the blue zone, you tend to not have much energy and you might need some more energy. So the helps that are in here are for getting some more energy.
Blue zone. I need energy.
So like jumping, laughing, dancing, things that can actually energize you a little more. Whereas in the yellow zone, you might be excited or slightly worried, and you might need to calm down a bit to be able to concentrate on whichever activity you're about to do.
Yellow zone. I need to calm down.
So these are more, weighted blankets, such like to try and calm that energy level down to match wherever you might be.
Help.
So pain just goes to the body parts
I'm in
page.
pain.
It's also got a pain scale on it, from no pain to severe, and where the pain might be, just to try and help with any pain you might be feeling. These this page here is just a direct link to a Core First, topic page. So just the topics that were put in there already. The someone's missing just goes directly to the people page, and something's wrong just goes directly to the something's wrong page. It's just another way to access it. Things that might be wrong is a fairly new page. And it's kind of flowchart. Is it actually a basic need? Is it associated with worries or thoughts, anxieties? Or, is Leia feeling overloaded in some capacity? And even actually, she can't break it down further. It can be quite helpful to, just think about it in the 3 kind of levels. So this is quite new, but we are using it, and it does seem to have a good impact for Leia, so that's helpful. The What Am I Saying is about communication breakdown. So Leia didn't start using the one-page pod books, so she doesn't use the pragmatic branches very much, so we've added these in here. Sometimes she'll only say one word. It's really hard to know what someone's talking about if they're only saying one word. So this obviously we work on modelling, and sometimes she does share more than that, but sometimes she can just get a bit stuck with the one word. But actually this page can really help you pin that down. So it's got some of the pragmatic branch starters about when things are happening, and also some other reasons why you might want to communicate. And these ones over this side with all the folders. So if it's a folder shape, it means it goes to another page. So these folders here are for signs that Leia has that have more than one meaning. So if she's signing something and you don't know what it is that she's meaning, then you can come here and then she uses that to tell you which one it is. Of course, she always likes to add new ones, so they've all got a different button as well, and any new ones that she adds will be added in here over time as well. So that's a new page, but it is actually working fairly well for us. The size of the problem is just a rating scale, and that can help both us and her to figure out, well, actually, if it's only a little problem, does it really matter? If it's a huge problem, then how can we break that down? And of course, bearing in mind when someone's dysregulated, that something that actually might be a tiny problem may feel like a huge problem at that time. And the last page is, again, this is really new. So this is based on some kind of executive functioning theory. So if you're having problems with your executive function or your thought processes, actually breaking things down into different steps can make it much more easy to get a task done. So this is the theory behind this, but literally we've only used it for this one thing, and actually she didn't go. So, but I think it will be really helpful for Leia just to see the different steps that are required to do something, and then also just down here to think about, is she ready to start? If she isn't, is it basic needs, anxiety or overload? Or if something changes, is she able to still carry on? What checks does she need to do before she can restart? Or do we need to make a new plan entirely? So that is the help
Help.
pages, and those have been really helpful and useful to Leia.